case law as well as regulations. The comments that he made to the effect of the Department of Revenue regulations were that they were not state law regulations. Now that's just conversation that Mr. Plum had with me. If y'all would like an additional opinion from him concerning, the consistency between the state measurement and ours, we can certainly do that. I would ask for a motion.
If we pass it again and somebody measures it one way and the state looks at it and says, no, you can't measure that way, you got your line of sight.
I don't think we're going to do that until something like that comes up again. Why waste more money on an issue? It's not before us now.
If it's an invalid law we have on our books, we need to address it.
It's not invalid.
According to the state, it is.
That's not what the opinion said. You have to go back and read the opinion.
I would like to ask the city manager's opinion on this.
What do I think you should do? I can see both sides of it. I know that this did create some concern because if you recall, the original thrust of why this came about in the first place of measuring distance was because of the pack house market that was established next to the church. And if you measured property line to property line, there would be no distance consideration in that instance because the pack house market sat directly to the church, which is why when we talked with Mr. Plum, we stated, we're not trying to give this business a license, but we're trying to prescribe methods by which the distance is measured, which our ordinance didn't fully flesh out at the time. So that's why we asked that he research it. Together, working with the police chief, we were able to create a method of measuring distance, specifically by going door to center line, to intersection to center line, to in front of business to door. And that was deemed by him to be valid. Of course, we came into this additional problem when our method of measurement ran into conflict with the method that the Department of Revenue decided to measure. Now, as I understood it explained by Mr. Plum, our method of measurement was not in conflict with state law, but it was in conflict with state regulation, which is what the Department of Revenue abides by. So in effect, they don't grant the license, we do, but they still can't have it because they're within the state's jurisdiction. So it probably will come up again if we don't clarify the issue. If you say that it's not going to come up again, it probably will. And I can see the legitimacy of asking for clarification. And I certainly would want Mr. Plum to review those regulations from the Department of Revenue and examine their consistency with our ordinance. If y'all wanted to do that, that would be the method that I would suggest. And I just need a motion.
Councilman Clinton and Edward, would you please state what you would like for us to do?
I'd like to have, Jonathan stated to go to Rob Plum, our attorney, and have him review what the regulations are and what conflict they are with our ordinances.
Bring them into balance, bring them into consistency.
Right, and make them consistent, so we don't, like Jonathan said, this will come up again. And so it wastes a lot of time, a lot of money.
This is Murphy's Law.
Pardon?
It's Murphy's Law.
Yes.
Never can have, will.
I would still make a motion that we do so.
Mr. Mayor, can I make a statement also? I understand that this particular incident's not over yet. The owner of Hangar Quick Stop has made a statement that he's going to appeal this decision all the way to the Supreme Court of the state of Georgia if necessary, the way it's measured. So our issue's not over yet.
Again, his issue is not with the city of Hangar.
Right.
It is with the state.
Right.
It is with the state.
So it should be.
That may be an issue. I may be speaking out of turn, but maybe an issue we may want to put on hold until we get a higher decision. That's how we measure.
We still need to be consistent with the state.
I agree, I agree.
And the state says that it's measured eye to eye, or line of sight. So I don't know how much Robert charges to research it. I don't think it'd be that many dollars. And come up with an opinion for us.
All right, that's your motion.
I make a motion that we request our legal,
Our city attorney.
our city attorney to investigate the consistencies between the regulations by the state of Georgia and the Ohio ordinance.
With respect to distance measurement
Respect
for alcohol.
Okay, I got a motion, is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
East Grace Street